And welcome back to the channel, everybody. I'm your host, Golden One. Today we're going to discuss how to fatten up your drums by layering. So what I did with my drum pack, Juicy Drums Volume 1, I sampled some vinyl, some records, a loop, chopped them up, and then layered other drums on top of them. This is an old school technique for BoomBap, but it really makes a huge difference. So first things, we're on the MPC sample today. And let me just play you the original loop. We got the original drum break. Kind of nice. You can still hear the vinyl noises in the background. And here is the one that I've layered and added a little bit of an effect on top. Alright, so let me show you how I achieved that fattening sound and layering sound. So, what we're going to do first. Okay, so there's the drum. I chopped it up and just played it like that. And I pitched it down a little bit. I think pitching also helps with thickening up the sound a bit. Especially obviously pitching it down. And then I got some samples over here. A kick. Now the original kick is quite heavy already, but it lacks a little bit of bottom end. So I got a very low bassy kick because there's already a lot of high end in the kick. And then a hi-hat. And then I got two shakers. I just copied the two from one pad to the other, and I panned one a little bit right and one a little bit left. 14 right, this one, and 14 left on this one. And I changed the volume ever so slightly between the two. And then a nice fat, juicy snare, open hi-hat, and then a nice cymbal ride, another open hi-hat, and then this is a little drum roll that I put in. That kick I didn't use. So first things first, let's play the sequence. I always start with the hi-hat, so the snare. So let's go back. Let's see the sequence. You can put it on 1/8, and let's record it. So on the da-da, I didn't put it. I'm just going to leave that because when people are playing drums, the hits aren't always each time. So I'm just going to put it on 2 and 4. I don't put it on the da-da. Alright, then let's put this into 16 levels. So let's do that. Good to me. Open a hi-hat. After the snare. Let's put the shakers in. That just creates a little bit of movement within the drums. You can barely hear it, but it is there and it does make a difference. And then the little kick. So maybe for this we put it on, let's put it on 16. Now this one is kind of hard to perfectly fit in. So what I've done here is I'm going to put it before the last snare of the 4 bars. Just before, it's going to be a little drum roll, and then as the snare hits. So to do that, I think I'm going to leave it on 16. I'm going to go into step edit and then go to the very last hit, right? Which I think is this one. So right before that, I'm going to press record and put that in. So let's listen to that. Yeah, that sounds good to me. That's perfect. Now, obviously, you can choose different sounds. I'm just giving you an example. You can go more extreme, you can go less extreme. It's up to you. It depends how the drums sound already. It also depends on the sample. If your sample has a lot of percussion in it already, you might not have to you might not want to do this. Maybe just the kick, just to fatten up the snare as well. I kind of like a ride. It adds a little bit of movement and drive in the drums. So let's do that. And there we go. Now you can also, you can play around. Obviously we have a function in here, which is really nice, is let me find it quick, the offset, right? So I can then kind of Right, so you can play around with the offset. You can also play around with the velocity even more. I don't want to make the video too long. I'm just going to show you the basics of layering the drums. Now, why I chop the drums and not do it on the original drum loop, I find it much easier because you can then, when you chop the drums, you can put it exactly on the kick, exactly on the snare, exactly on the existing hi-hat, and then layer it like that. There's other ways you can do it. Back in the day, I used to play it live and just play everything in live. Take off all quantization and just play it in live. You can do it that way too. And I guess that kind of taught me, my timing and helped me a lot with my timing. And then the secret sauce, which is not really a secret, but to fatten this up even more, I found this on the effects, and it's called the tube drive. Now listen to this. Sounds pretty good. Now I put it on. That sounds pretty amazing. So I'll tell you my settings on this. I just messed around. Now there's other things you can use. There's a soft clipper. There's a whole bunch of other things. You can also, amp sim is also kind of nice. There's a transient, the limiter also sounds good, the bus compressor. So just play around with him. I just kind of fell on this tube drive. It sounds kind of nice. So that's regular. So the drive is on 20%. Headroom is minus 8.7. And then saturation would be on 37%. You guys can copy that, just play around with it and see which ones you like, the settings you like. If you guys want to support me, please drop a like, drop a comment, any questions, feel free to ask. Thanks to all the new subscribers. And if you really want to help me out, you can help me out with buy me a coffee. If you like these kind of drums, I have a drum pack called Juicy Drums Volume 1, 25 8-bar loops that I basically sampled from vinyl and then layered and chopped, and you guys can use it in your own productions. Anyway, guys, have a great weekend and a great week. I'll see you next time. Golden Wild. Peace.